Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome today to the auction at 7:38 Diosma Crescent here in Nunawading. On behalf of the team at Ray White, my name's Hugh Francis. It's an absolute pleasure to be here today and to be your auctioneer. Pierre and Michelle have been your listing agents over the last 4 weeks, and throughout the crowd, we've got a couple of our other Ray White members as well. They're here today to assist you with your bidding if you do decide to put your best foot forward and become a local resident here in Nunawading, more specifically here at Diosma Crescent. Ladies and gentlemen, absolutely wonderful property that's been an absolute pleasure to market over the past 4 weeks, and I think that for those of you that have been through the home, you can certainly see there is absolutely nothing for you to do. Only a couple of years old, very flexible floor plan there with living areas both up and down on the property. We've got that great fourth bedroom or study option there as well for anyone that might be working from home. So ladies and gentlemen, you've got a beautiful property here today. Have confidence in your bidding today. That's all I can ask for, and we'll certainly get through how you're going to be able to purchase the property today in a few moments' time. The auction today will quite simply take 3 parts. The first, the reading of the contracts. The second, a brief description of the home. And the third and final part, where we hand it over to you for your competitive bidding, and we find out today who's going to be the lucky new owner of this wonderful property. The particulars of sale read as follows. The vendor's estate agent is Ray White, Forest Hill, located at 27 and 29 Marnie's Road in Forest Hill. We are selling for and on behalf of our vendors the property described in our contract of sale, more specifically our certificate of title, being volume 12153, being lot 7 on plan of subdivision 749373. Better known to you and I as 7 at 38 Diosma Crescent here in Nunawading. We are selling today via a public auction whereby a 10% deposit will be required upon signing of the contracts unless prior arrangements have been made and cleared with our vendor before the start of today's auction. The settlement period that we're calling for today, a bit of flexibility in there of 60 to 90 days, once again, unless prior arrangements have been made. So if you do decide to bid today and you are successful and the property is knocked down to you, ladies and gentlemen, we'll expect you to just follow us inside, complete a couple of copies of our contract of sale, pay that deposit electronically. For that to happen, all we need is your BSB and account number, or we're certainly happy to take a cheque if that is your preference. The remainder of money obviously due then at settlement at a time of your choosing between 60 and 90 days. Very straightforward, ladies and gentlemen. The auction today will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that have been made available for inspection prior to the start of today's auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers on the property once it's been knocked down to the successful bidder. Quite simply, ladies and gentlemen, once we've met our vendor's reserve price, I'll indicate that we are on the market. At that point in time, once I've called it 3 times and knocked the contract on my hand to our highest bidder, the auction will then be over and that person will be the successful buyer. So please make your intentions clear and we'll certainly do everything we can to assist you with your bidding. The rules do permit vendor bids. The words that I'll be using during the auction to indicate that I'm making a bid on behalf of our vendors are quite simply those 2 words, vendor bid, and only I as the auctioneer can make a bid on behalf of our clients. The law prohibits false bids, major disruptions by bidders and bidders from attempting other bidders from bidding, and does provide fines for this conduct. I will indicate bidders upon request, so I will be pointing in the direction of our highest bidder at any given time. So if you're not sure who has the highest bid, we've got a bit of a crowd here today. Please just ask me directly or one of the team who will be circulating throughout the crowd. The last thing we want to do is sell the property to someone over your shoulder and you thought that you were going to be successful. So let's just make sure that it's nice and clear just before we do sell this wonderful property to our lucky buyer today. Ladies and gentlemen, are there any questions regarding the contracts that have been available for inspection and on display today, or the property itself? Fantastic. I wouldn't think so. I'll take your silence as permission to move forward, and that shows confidence, ladies and gentlemen. A wonderful property here, obviously street frontage, Unit 7 on the block here. A wonderful development here, obviously very well taken care of as well. Low body corporate fees, including your building insurance and also garden maintenance up the front here. So really low maintenance living. A wonderful property for you to be able to move into with the family on your own, or an excellent investment property. I think we're expecting around $600+ per week as well. So a wonderful time to be able to buy, ladies and gentlemen. The way in which we're going to sell the property today will be first call, second call, third call, and then once I've knocked the contract on my hand, the property will then be deemed sold. The way in which you can bid today, I'll be suggesting increments for our bidding. You can just raise your hand and that'll be enough for me to put you in the top spot and you'll be our lead bidder at that point in time. The team are obviously circulating throughout the crowd, so they might stand with you. They're happy to call out the bid for you as well. Or if you're confident and comfortable, I'd love to hear from you and you're more than welcome to call out your bids as well. Later in the auction, we'll probably find that you might want to break down those increments of bidding. Just call out the bid. If it's too low, I won't take it. I'll make another suggestion. We'll have a quick chat about that and keep moving things on. The number one thing that I can't, I suppose, emphasise enough today, ladies and gentlemen, is bid with confidence, bid with strength. You've all come today with a budget in mind. We might get down to the nitty-gritty and you might just have to push that a little bit more. But one thing I can tell you is that if you hopped on realestate.com this morning, you really can't see many other options, ladies and gentlemen. If you're looking for something like this, a young townhouse, modern living, this is certainly the best place for you to be able to buy. In a cute little cul-de-sac up here as well, ladies and gentlemen, walking distance to train stations, shops and schools. It really does have everything, and that's why you're here, ladies and gentlemen. So that's all from me now. Who'd like to start things off? Who'd like to kick off the auction at Diosma Crescent today? I'm in your hands and happy to start things wherever you like. Been quoting in excess of 880,000, but happy to start things off at 800 if it helps. raise the hand or call out your bid. What do we think, ladies and gentlemen? 800? You call it out. Let me know. Seeing a few familiar faces throughout the crowd today. Standing back, maybe waiting, watching. Who's going to start things off? 800, welcome in there at 800. Sir, what do you think? 820? 800 here, 820, back at you now. Your call for 40 if you like, sir. 2-horse race now, not excluding anyone at 820 on my left-hand side. Already got it, Patrick, behind. Already got 50, welcome back in there at 50, sir. What do we say for 70, can I say? Raise the hand, take me to 870 if you like. 3 of you in it so far. At 850 in the middle. 850 now we have. 3 of you in it, raise your hand for an extra 20 on top if you like. At 850, 70 from here if you need. $850,000. First call at 850. 870 from here if you like. Worth every penny and more. 870, welcome back there at 870. 870 now, 90 if you like here, or round me up to 900. 4 of you in it now, that should certainly provide a bit of confidence. At 870,000. 90 if you like, sir. What do we think? 890. You just give me the nod. Waiting there at 870 down the middle here. 870,000. 900, welcome in there at 900 now. 5th person to participate today at 900,000. Good luck, ladies. At $900,000, 20 from here if you like. 910, happy to take the 10. Let's keep it moving. At 910 now, rebuttal if you like.
920.
Already saw it here, my apologies. At 920, 30 if you like.
930.
Welcome back for 30.
930.
30, thank you, Pierre. At 930 now and 40 if you like, guys. What do you think? Give me the nod. At 930. 50, welcome back there. Great bid there. At 950,000. What do we say from here? 70, welcome in there, sir. New bidder again. At 970,000, who'd like to take me up to a mil from here? At 970,000 we have. First call now at 970. Second time now at 970. 990, welcome back. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been on the market for quite some time now, so we are selling today at 990,000. What do we say from here? At 990 now, down the back. 1 million, welcome back, sir, at $1 million. 10 or 20 from here, you call it out. Bids coming from everywhere. At $1 million. $1,010,000. $1,010,000 now, against you, sir, $1,010,000 here. At $1,010,000. A new face in the race. At $1,010,000 now, 10 or 20 from here, you call it out, let me know. $1,030,000, welcome back, Michelle. At $1,030,000 now. 40 if you like, sir, you just give me the nod. At $1,030,000. Not forgetting about our starter or our gentleman over here. What do we say from here? $1,030,000 down the back. At $1,030,000 we sell today. $1,030,000. First call at $1,030,000.
35.
35 and 50, Michelle. What do you think? At 35, I have down the front. At $1,035,000. I think there's been 7 or 8 people participating. Don't let it go just now. 40, it's back. At $1,040,000. How about 50, sir? Wonderful property. At $1,040,000 now, down the back. First time at $1,040,000. Second call at $1,040,000. We're selling today at $1,040,000.
45.
45. Thank you. $1,045,000. $1,045,000. He's back at $1,045,000, ladies and gentlemen. Don't have another one just like it. 50. Welcome back there, Michelle, at $1,050,000. How about 60? These 5s don't seem to be doing any damage. At $1,050,000, what do we say from here? Maybe 10 on top. At $1,050,000 now. First call at $1,050,000. Second call at $1,050,000.
55.
Welcome back, thank you, at 55. At $1,055,000, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you that today's sale will create a benchmark for those properties coming to market in the future. You won't pay less, you will pay more. At $1,055,000, today's the best time for you to be able to buy. At $1,055,000 up the front. First call now at 55. 60, there it is back. What about 70, sir? I know these bids hurt, but these are the bids that do the damage, and these are the ones that buy you the property. At $1,060,000. $1,060,000. $1,060,000. 1060. Give you a moment to think about the opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. Wonderful property, great little community here. Lovely place for you to be able to live, ladies and gentlemen. At $1,060,000. 1060. Your opportunity to come back in the race. Happy to take the extra 5. Don't say sorry. At $1,060,000.
65.
65, strength there. What about 75, ladies? What do we think from here? At 1,065,000, love to take the extra 10. Take me up to 1 3/4 at 1,065,000. 8 people bidding today. That should give you confidence in the home you're buying. At 1,065,000, you don't want to see those faces at the next open for inspection down the road. Today's the day you lock it in. At 1,065,000, first call. 70, there it is back at 1,070,000. Who'd like to round me up to 1.1? Maybe put that extra nail in the coffin at 1,070,000 now down the middle. 1070. First call at 1,070,000. You call it out, I'll tell you if it's too much. At 1,070,000, second call. Ladies and gentlemen, third and final time.
5 more.
5 on top at 75. At 1,075,000, how about 1-1? What do we think from here? Round me up to 1.1. Come with me, it'll be fun. You might buy a house today and we'll drink some champagne. Not too early. Mum might not approve, but that's okay. 80, there it is. Was it the champagne that got me over the line? At 1,080,000 now. 10 on top or 20, you call it out. At $1,080,000. First time at 1,080,000. Second call now, $1,080,000. Give you the opportunity to have a think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look around you. Great place to live. Great part of the world here at $1,080,000. 8 or 9 of you have seen that is certainly very true today, ladies and gentlemen, at 1,080,000. Another 5 new bidder now, 1,085,000. Welcome and good luck at 1,085,000. Just when we thought we were getting to the pointy end of things, we've got some fresh blood at 1,085,000. 1-1 we might need to move to at 1,085,000. First call at 1,085,000. Second call at 85.
Definitely out. Definitely out. Definitely out.
1-1 from here if you like.
90.
90, there it is, 5 on top now. 1-1 if you like, Patrick, move me along. At $1,090,000. Worth every penny and more. Great property, ladies and gentlemen, at $1,090,000. First call. Second call. Third and final call now. We are selling at $1,090,000. No better bid. We are sold at $1,090,000. Can't hold on too much longer, but can see a couple of fairly energetic conversations going on at $1,090,000. Every penny for our vendors at $1,090,000. Need some instructions, need to move it along from here if we can. Can't hold on to things too long. At $1,090,000. Great value today, ladies and gentlemen, at 1090. What about the knockout? Take me to 1.1. Need to know quickly.
Definitely out.
At 1090. Final call, last opportunity. Patrick, instructions. Are we in or are we out? Happy to take the extra 2.5 if it helps. Break it down a little bit further if it's going to get them back into play at $1,090,000. Thanks for spending your morning with us, ladies and gentlemen. Bit of a chilly one, bit wet at $1,090,000. Are we selling? Are we sold? Are we all finished and done? 1 on top, I'll take it at 91 at 1091. My best advice would be come back quickly at 1.1 at 1,091,000. Slam the door shut, ladies, at 1091. First call now, 10.
2 more.
2 more at 93. At 93 and 5 if you like, guys. Come with me for the extra at 1093 now, back down the back. At 1093, not excluding anyone. Not too late for you to participate, even if you just enjoyed the auction, getting a little bit excited and want to buy something today. We'd love to see you bid at 1093.
Another 1,000.
Another 1,000 at 94, and can I say 1.1? At 1094, welcome back at 1.1 if we can.
95.
95 at 95 now, and 7 if you like. What do we say from here? At 1095, seems like the two of you have maybe carved out the rest of the pack at 1095. First call at 1095. Second time at 1095. Third and final time at 1,095,000. Are we selling? Are we sold? Need to know quickly at 1095. At 1,095,000 now. Hate to drag things out for you, ladies. Just need to make sure that there's no further offers in the crowd today. $500 at 1095.5. At 1095.5 now. Slam it shut, ladies. Call out 1.1. Do it proudly. Let's do it together. At 1095.5. What do we think from here? 1.1, can I say? Let's call it out as a group. What do we think? At 1.1, can we do it? Can we move it along at 1095? 97 at 1097. 1097. I'm really looking for that 1.1. Can you tell? At 1097. We're selling today, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies down the back there with Michelle currently hold the highest bid at 1097. I believe I've counted 9 bidders today at 1097. That should certainly give you confidence. One thing it would do also is maybe make you a little bit aware of the next auction you go to, who you're going to be competing with. This property being a benchmark possibly for that next one at 1097. Let's go to 1.1. 1097. Given plenty of time here. Another 1,098. 1.1, what do we think, ladies? Let's just call it out, slam the door shut at 1098. 1.1, can I say? Raise your hand or call it out for me at 1098. 1.1, there it is. Finally, we got there at 1.1 million. Well done. At $1,100,000. Highest bidder at the moment at 1.1. Let's go for something big. Let's push for a 5 or a 10 maybe. At 1.1 million, not excluding anyone. At 1.1 million, still welcome to participate, ladies and gentlemen. At $1,100,000, current call. First time now at 1.1. Second bid at 1.1. Third call now, 1,100,000. Bidding down the back. Patrick, need to know if we're in or if we're out. Ladies have been bidding quite confidently and quickly back. We need to return the respect there at 1.1 million. Keep it moving at 1.1. Maybe an extra 2,000. What do we think from here? These are the bids that hurt, but these are the bids that buy wonderful real estate. And in 5 years' time from now, you will not even think about that extra 5, 10 or 20,000 that you've spent to secure that property. At $1,100,000, competition today should give you confidence. At 1.1, need to know quickly, need to move it along here at 1.1. First, second, third call, all silent. Permission to sell. Sir, ma'am, definitely out there at 1.1. Couldn't tantalise you back in for $500. Looks like you may have defeated your competition at $1,100,000. Lady at the back confirming the bid there. The lady standing next to Michelle and Pierre at $1,100,000. First, second, third call. We are selling. We're sold. Well done. Congratulations. Fantastic. Well done with your bidding today. Congratulations. Let's put that sold sticker on the board ASAP. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending another Ray White Forest Hill auction. We certainly appreciate your time today.
Look, it's good.
Do you want to rub it on? No?
Go on.
There you go. You've got to give me a hand.
Put your hand on
There
it.
you go. You can rub it on. Ah, good. Well done. Congratulations.
You want to get in the photo? I'll take a photo of you too.
Oh, no.
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 Me, Michelle. Michelle, I can. We'll have one with Michelle.
You had one? Yep, perfect.
Great stuff.
Let's go.
That was good.
All good?
Yeah.
Yep. Done.